Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Mindset Motivational Moment, where I will break down several powerful affirmations so that you can effectively fulfill your destiny. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about the content. Hit the like button, subscribe for more positive videos like this one, and click the bell notification icon so that you can stay in the loop to when I drop a video. What I want to do is start out by saying, my name is Abel Robinson. I'm a lifelong, uh, positivity, I wouldn't say expert, but someone that that's going through life and had a lot of positive things that happened to them. But it didn't happen to me because, I just came out the womb and everything just started happening to me like King Midas or something. It's the mindset that I carry. I learned that in an early age, and I carried that throughout my life. And I was able to move forward, and kind of, get the things out of life that I would like to get. I have two beautiful children. I really didn't have any issues with them. Two girls, everything worked out for me, and I'm just here to share my experiences with you, and hopefully, share some of the things that I've done that hopefully could change your life, to make your life go into a better direction. To give you a little background information on myself, I've had 10 plus years working with at-risk youth. I sit down with the parents. I sat down with the children, and different family members, and came up with a game plan on how I could push them forward in a positive direction. And I feel like I've done that. I've had children, some of them come back to me and say, "Hey, Mr. Robinson, you've done this, you've done that. I definitely appreciate it, man. Without you, I probably be dead on jail, And it's a good feeling knowing that you can change a life. If I can change one life, then I've done my part. So if you do one, let's just move on to the next goal. Get another one, and another one, and another one. So, it's just something that I love, that I live by. Excuse me. And there's just things that in life that a lot of times when you're going through certain situations and circumstances, you kind of put yourself behind that eight ball just by what you say or even what you do. Okay, because if you think it, then more than likely your body's going to follow the thoughts that you're making in your, that you're coming up with. You go into a job interview and the first thing you say is you're not gonna get the job. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get the job. Okay, I don't know too many people that came through life and was just speaking totally negative, and then something positive came out of it. The only thing positive might have came out of it is that you learn how to speak negative and change over to going to positive. There's a lot of negativity out here in this world. And it's discouraging. Don't get me wrong. I've gotten discouraged on several occasions. So, but you just got to remember, some of the things that you say and some of the things that you do, it's going to affect your life in the long run. So, I was listening to a podcast with Tony Robbins on there, and he was basically saying when he was a janitor, he was wishing that he could, get a better job, get a better situation. He was working on, doing different things, and he just couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But he also wrote everything down that he wanted to do and how he wanted to do it and when he wanted it to be accomplished. That's step number one. Write it down, write everything down. Write your goals down. Get a book, just come out and just say, hey, this is what I want to do. This is when I want to do it. That way you're visualizing it, you're seeing it. Okay, so when you visualize it, you're seeing it, you're reading it, it's going to your mind. You put it in your mind, your body will follow. That's the first thing, and he did what he needed to do as far as writing it down, and kind of like, just kept thinking about it, kept wanting to do it. And, a year later, he finally got his breakthrough, in the area that he wanted to get his breakthrough in. So, as you very well know, Tony Robbins is a very, world-renowned a motivational speaker. So, he comes out and he motivates people. I watch him. I watch Les Brown. It's a couple other ones that I watch. And they kind of just put a twist to everyday life, everyday thinking in a way that you wouldn't think, or that you wouldn't, move in that direction. So, you just gotta just change your mindset. You just gotta change the way that you think. And I know situations around you. You could be in the lion's den right now. You could be out of money. You can be out of, out of hope. You may not have a job. Your husband might have left you, or your wife might have left you. Or your kids is acting bad. Everything is going haywire, and you just don't see light at the end of the tunnel. You living somewhere where the roof is leaking, and you don't have the money to get it done. I mean, you just honestly, my second thing, that I do, not only do I, write everything down, collect my thoughts, what I mean? Because you gotta get those first. The second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say a prayer. Now, whether you, religious or not, whoever you pray to, however you pray, the universe is listening. Just take a moment, to read them off and just have a conversation, with your God, and you do what you need to do, and he's listening, so he's gonna listen, he's gonna move, just to show you that he's alive, and that he's alive and well. So, God will be, when I say God, the universe is talking about the same thing, just in case, you don't understand. So, you just gotta, move in that direction, and you gotta talk to him about it. You gotta talk to him about it. Don't be afraid to just do it. You do it in private. You pray in private. He blesses you in public. So, I mean, that's just the general consensus of how, things work. I mean, no man on this earth has gone through situations and circumstances without, having that conversation with God. Whether you're on your hands and knees praying, going to church, in the mosque, synagogue, wherever you are, in this world, and however you do it, you could be on your bed, side of your bed, and you could just be sitting there saying, man, I wish, I wish, and you're screaming out loud, asking God to help you. So, the universe is definitely listening. He's listening to every little thing that's going on in this world. If you want change and you want your life to be impacted, in a positive light, then what you need to do is just pray. That should be number one. You pray. But I say write it down first, because you need to know what you're praying about first and foremost, okay? Be specific about what you want to do, and lay it out. Just lay it out there for somebody, and the reason why you write it down as well, so you could come back and look at it later and say, wow, I put down this prayer, okay, I prayed for this, I wrote it down first, I prayed for it, and now looking at it, I'm coming back to take a look at it. On this particular date, I said I wanted it done, and it was done before this particular date. Impressive. So give yourself some reasonable, a reasonable deadline, a reasonable date. Don't just sit there and say, dear God, I want some money by tomorrow. Something silly like that. No, you need to, put down a reasonable date. Give yourself some time to be able to, accrue that kind of, that goal that you want. The bigger the goal, the more time you may need. So you need to, be smart about it. Don't go out there and just, be hasty about it and all the above. So, and the last thing that I would say you should do is make a move. Just listen and then make a move. Don't just sit still. You can't just sit on your hands and expect things to happen for you overnight. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna pray, and then I'm gonna make a move on whatever I want to do. Okay. I want to make $1,000 in 2 months. I need $1,000 in 2 months so I can take care of this. Okay, fine. Look for opportunities that you could possibly make some money. Unlimited money. You may be able to drive for Uber. You may be able to go out, do a DoorDash, or you may even find a job, a part-time job on top of whatever you have to fit your situation. That part-time job may be able to accrue you that $1,000 in those 2 months while you work your regular job. Now, are you gonna be tired? Possibly. You gonna have, you got to give a little to be able to receive a little. So, it's not going to happen overnight for you to sit there and say, hey, look, I want this, this, and this, and I don't have to do nothing. So, You're going to have to go out there. You're going to have to do something. But overall, you'll get your goal and you'll get what you need. And then as you go along, it'll get better. You know, it's not like, you know, this is what I'm going to have to do every single time, every single moment. You might end up praying for something and, you know, wanting something, write it down, pray for it, want it and everything. And then a couple of days later, a couple of weeks later, somebody will walk up to you and say, hey, man, just want to give you a blessing, just for no reason, you know. But you got to be one with the universe, you know what I mean? One with God, you know what I mean? And that way, you know, things like that happen. It's happened to me. So, I mean, I'm not going to make it seem like it's a magic trick, you know what I mean? Or it's just so easy to do. And it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do, but it's well worth it. Okay, you hear a whole lot of success stories in sports where people say, hey, listen, I lived in the projects, I had a number of roaches and rats and everything around me, gunshots and all that. Now look at them on the other end of it. They probably wrote everything down what they wanted to do. They probably prayed and they probably made a move on something, okay? And then you look at them now, they're in the league. They're making millions of dollars. They're doing, you know, they're achieving their dreams. So you sit on your hands, you won't get it. You make a move on your stuff, you know, things can happen, you know. So faith without works is dead, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you got to make a move. You got to make a move. So, you know, hopefully that was enough to get you started. Again, like I said, in the coming episodes, you know, I will be breaking down different affirmations. I'll be reading, you know, 3 to 5 affirmations. I'll be breaking them down, what they mean. And then, you know, hopefully, you know, we can move forward. And then once I finish the affirmations and all the above, I believe I'll be leaving a link to where I found all the affirmations. And that way you can go in and you can actually download it yourself, put it on your refrigerator, put it on your phone, or whatever the case may be, and you can move forward and do better, be better, and achieve that goal in life that that you want to achieve. So, you know, I hope for the best for you. You know, I love you. You know, I hope everything works out for you, and I hope you come back, see more positivity episodes like this. Like I said in the beginning, please leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel. What is it, something that you want to know? What kind of goals are you shooting for? You know, whatever goal it is, you can get it. You can get it. Now just remember that everything that you're shooting for and everything that you're trying to do that's positive, the same negative attitude, the same negative talk will result in the same negative reward. And I don't think you want the negative rewards. You're here for the positivity. So just hit that like button, please. Definitely appreciate it. It will help the channel grow. It'll bring, you know, bring me back to the fold, and that you see everything that's going on, along with clicking that notification icon. And, you know, if you can hit that subscribe button, that definitely will help out. You know, like I said, we're here together. We're growing together. So the more I grow, the more you grow. And we can sit back one day and, you know, just see the fruits of our labor, you know, in the coming months and years in our lives. So I thank y'all for coming out. You know, I love you. I wish you the best. And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.